Why'd you let me live and no one else? You didn't let anyone else live. Why?
The total prize is now 39.6 billion won. Using these keys, you will be able to access new areas during the game.
You're saying that we each gotta kill one, right?
Any player who fails to cross the bridge within the time limit will be eliminated.
The series begins with the continuation of Squid Game Season 2's ending, where the players and guards were fighting. Player 145 surrenders his gun to the guards. As soon as he does, they shoot and eliminate him.
If you want to live, do as I say. Player 246 eliminated.
His body is placed into a coffin, but instead of being taken to the furnace, the coffin is redirected to the operating room. A male guard seems pleased and says he is happy that the female guard has finally joined their side. She says she wants to see the operating room and adds that there should be no secrets between them since they are now partners. Another coffin is brought into the main hall where the remaining players are gathered. Player 120 opens the lid carefully. Inside, she finds Gi-hun unconscious. She checks his pulse and tells everyone that he is still alive.
Is he dead?
He's alive.
Wait, lay him down here.
On the boat, the guards are searching for the missing drone pilot, who was secretly pushed into the sea by Captain Park. Captain Park lies, saying the pilot was probably drunk and fell overboard. Woo Seok, Jun-ho's friend, says he heard strange noises around 3 in the morning and also saw Captain Park on the deck. Jun-ho wants to search for the body, but Captain Park convinces him not to. Later, the drone pilot's body is shown lying on the rocks near the island. Gi-hun is asleep and having a nightmare about the final battle with the front man.
Are you feeling better, sir? Where's everyone else?
And Jungbei, did he?
Witness the consequences of your little game.
Last night, another 35 players were eliminated. The total prize is now 39.6 billion won.
Why'd you let me live and no one else? You didn't let anyone else live. Why? Why did you let me live? Why? Go ahead, just take the fucking shot.
They're gonna find another drone pilot and head out again.
Not till we're done with all the games here.
Understood.
Back in the main room, the players start another vote. Gi-hun does not vote, giving up his right to choose. The players are still divided, but more of them move to the circle side, meaning they want the game to continue. One player near the X side hesitates, then steps forward and chooses to stay, out of fear. The frontman meets with a guard and is told that 8 managers and 27 soldiers have died. He gives strict orders to replace the soldiers and repair the building. In the incinerator room, coffins are delivered, but the coffin carrying player 246 drops through a hidden door instead of being burned. It lands in a secret operating room marked for organ donation. In the basement, a male guard walks with the female guard.
You landed yourself in some hot water. Shouldn't we get to know each other a bit?
We can meet on the outside once this is all over. Let me see the operating room first.
I've had my eye on this spot for a while.
In accordance with the results of your free and democratic vote, we will proceed with the next game tomorrow.
Suddenly, player 100 begins shouting at player 456, who is Gi-hun. He accuses Gi-hun of planning to eliminate players from the start. Some players agree and think Gi-hun was acting when he asked the guards to eliminate him, but the mood changes. The rest of the players start clapping and thank Gi-hun for helping increase the prize money.
Hear that? It's the sound of all your little friends screaming into your ears from the dead. You're going to continue to hear them from now until the day that you die. Let it go! Stop it!
At the same time, in the secret operating room, 3 men place player number 246 on the table. Just then, the male and female guards enter the room. The male guard tells the others that she can be trusted and that is why no one wears a mask there. The female guard removes her mask. But as they prepare to cut open player 246, she suddenly attacks.
Freeze!
Goddamn bitch!
You wanted to know why I crossed the border? I had a commander a lot like you up there. I shot him in the head.
Don't kill me. I swear I'm not one of them.
This man, save him. If he dies, so do you.
On the boat, Jun-ho studies a map and crosses off already searched islands. Woo Seok brings him food and mentions wanting to talk about Captain Park. He recalls that when Captain Park caught him after the drone pilot went missing, he oddly had a screwdriver. Woo Seok says something does not feel right, but Jun-ho defends the captain and shifts suspicion onto Woo Seok, reminding him he was drinking with the drone pilot that night. Jun-ho firmly tells him to drop the subject and leave.
It still seems
Woo-seok,
weird.
you think Captain Puck had something to do with this?
There's something fishy going on with the captain.
This is the man who saved my life.
It's only that my
Last
gut...
night you were with the drone pilot.
Yeah, but not a lot, though. It was just a few.
And no more alcohol on the boat, starting tomorrow.
While the other players sleep, Gi-hun stays awake, silently staring at player 388. Eventually, player 388 wakes up and notices Gi-hun watching him without saying a word. The guards enter and announce that it is time for the next game. At the same time, the frontman is informed that the VIP guests have arrived. As the players walk up the stairwell, they pass disturbing signs of violence. Bullet holes cover the walls, and several dead players are hanging by their wrists in the center of the stairwell. Inside the game room for the fourth game, the players are told they will be divided into 2 teams. Each must draw a ball from a machine, and the ball's color, red or blue, will determine which team they are on. In another room, the doctor finishes stitching up player 246. He tells the female guard that the player needs a blood transfusion, but no blood is available. Without hesitation, the female guard offers her own blood and tells the doctor to use it. In the game room, players take turns drawing balls from a machine to form random teams. The mother and son, player 149 and player 007, are placed on different teams. Gi-hun is put on the red team. The game is then announced. It is a deadly version of hide and seek. The blue team gets instructions first. They have 30 minutes to either find the exit and escape or stay hidden so they are not caught. The red team is told that they must find and eliminate members of the blue team. If a red player does not eliminate at least one blue player, they will be eliminated. Each blue player is given a box with a necklace and a key. The key opens doors in the arena that lead to new hiding places or escape paths, but once a door is opened, it cannot be closed again. The red players are given boxes too. Each one contains a knife, meant to be used to eliminate the blue team. The blue players are upset and ask why they were not given weapons. The red team says the blue team has keys, which help them escape. A guard then offers both teams a choice. If any player wants to switch teams, they can do so by choosing someone from the opposite side to swap with.
Using these keys, you will be able to access new areas during the game.
You're saying that we each gotta kill one, right? I don't suppose any of them will just stand there and ask us to do it.
That's why we've gone ahead and prepared a small gift for the red team as well. Members of the red team are not allowed to attack each other.
Look, dude, all we got were these keys. That's not very fair, is it? Yeah.
Or you can just find somewhere to hide.
Hey, Gramps.
You're good at that kind of thing, aren't
You
you?
may instead choose to switch sides with someone from the opposing team. You may trade your vests and items with another player. So please consider carefully before making your decision.
On the boat, a new drone pilot has joined the crew. Woo-seok calls Jun-ho and tells him he will not be coming back to the boat that day. He says he needs to investigate something important and promises to contact Jun-ho if he finds anything useful. Later, Woo-seok gets into a car with another man and tells him that their old boss is dead. He also mentions that they had to play rock, paper, scissors, but says the full story is long and complicated. Inside the arena, player number 044 steps forward in front of the blue team. She tells them that she will lead them to freedom, but only 4 players stop to listen to her. Player number 124 approaches. He tries to convince him to switch to the blue team and hide. While talking, he remembers the woman he eliminated earlier. Then he suddenly realizes that player 125 saw it happen but chose not to help her. He becomes emotional, pulls out Thanos' necklace, and says that their whole team is dead now. He tells him they must work together if they want to survive.
So I need you to be a man this time, Minsu. See you soon, Minsu!
Leave me alone.
I know that you won't be able to hurt anyone with that thing.
You don't know anything about me.
Here, hand it over. I'll go in and find someone to take out.
It's that easy for you to kill someone.
I'd do anything for you in the reward, even if it meant killing everyone. I'll come find you once the game starts.
Mom, give me the knife.
Even if you had one of these, you couldn't kill anyone.
Could you chase someone down and kill them with that? Dad beat you all the time, but you never fought back or anything.
What's your deal, huh? Why do you keep on staring at me? God damn it! You quit looking at me like that! This is not my fault! We could have won the fight! We could have won the vote! This is all your fault! You're the one who got them all killed!
The game will begin momentarily.
On the boat, Captain Park asks Jun-ho where Woo-seok is. Jun-ho replies that Woo-seok had a family emergency. Captain Park thinks Woo-seok was just scared and ran away. Inside the arena, the blue team members are told to leave the main room and begin the game. The mother and son have switched teams. The son tells his mother he will finish his task quickly and come find her. She says she knows how to hide, reminding him that even after being abused by his father, she survived. He tells her to use the knife hidden in her hair clip if needed. She promises they will leave the game together. Player number 222 walks up to player number 333. She tells him to swear on his life. When he does, she agrees to switch teams with him. He promises he will find her again. The blue team enters the game room, which is designed like a maze with narrow paths and glowing stars on the ceiling. A voice announces that they have 2 minutes to hide before the red team begins the hunt. Player number 100 tells everyone to spread out and look for the exit. He says that if anyone finds it, they should shout so others can follow.
Think they'll just let us kill them? They'll come at us with everything they have.
Red team, please enter the arena.
It's all your fault.
The player 246 wakes up. The female guard points a gun at the doctor. He reminds her they had a deal, but she shoots him anyway. She quickly puts her uniform back on before player 246 sees her and glances at the doctor's uniform and mask on the floor. Meanwhile, the red team enters the arena for the hide-and-seek game. The 30-minute timer starts. Player 124 takes another pill from his Thanos necklace and offers one to player 333, but he refuses. The red players split up to search for the blue team.
Damn it! Move. Go that way. Stop him! Please don't kill me. I have a kid and a wife.
You'll be the only one who gets out of here.
So stab at the same time?
1, 2, 3.
That way!
Fuck it! The little bitch is the only one I'll kill.
Eliminated.
The mother offers to stay with player 222 and help her, while player 120 takes the keys and leaves to search for the exit. But just moments later, player 222's water breaks, signaling that her baby is coming. Player 222 gives birth quietly, biting a jacket. Player 044 leads her group, saying she hears voices calling her to the exit. She opens a door with her key, sees danger, and runs, leaving her group behind. She then meets Gi-hun and tells him 388 is nearby with a wounded leg. Gi-hun goes after him, following a blood trail. Only 11 minutes are left. Player 125 finds player 044 and says he is looking for his dead friend who saved her. She runs and hides. Inside, she finds a way out door that needs 3 keys, but she only has 1.
We can all get out of here now. Come on. Come on.
Is someone inside?
No, nobody.
No, I never even served. I never fired a gun.
It's your fault.
Your fault!
You should have died a long time ago.
Get out of the way! You killed them all, you're a psycho! They're dead because of you!
Yoshi, look at me, please. It's okay, honey. Let her go and kill me.
Sorry.
The game has concluded.
No!
The bodies of dead players are collected from the maze and placed into coffins. One red player tries to fight a guard, but a female guard shoots him dead. More guards arrive, eager to eliminate the remaining players. In the main room, Myung-gi is waiting for Jun-hee. Nam-gyu is panicking about losing Thanos' necklace and begs the guards to let him go back to get it, but they refuse. Meanwhile, Min-soo secretly has the necklace hidden in his hand. In another room, the frontman is dining with the VIPs, who are actually the guards that were brought in to eliminate the red players who failed to eliminate anyone in the hide-and-seek game.
When you don't open your mouth, you're kind of attractive.
Shall we raise a glass to the memory of the legendary Chairman O?
We've lost contact with the operating room.
Go down there and check it out.
On the boat, the drone pilot sends the drone into the sky. Woo-seok calls Jun-ho and says he asked the local fishermen about Captain Park, but none of them have heard of him. He finds it suspicious, saying it is like Captain Park does not even exist. He warns Jun-ho again. Jun-ho says he has to go. On the island, big screens are set up at the VIP table so they can watch the players vote. The frontman tells the VIPs that players care more about prize money and will avoid going against the majority. Right now, 16 players have O badges, meaning they want to continue playing. The voting starts.
If you wish to continue playing, press the O button. If you wish to stop playing, press the X button. Player 100. Player 125. Player 163.
If the money's not enough yet, I'll let you take all of my share and split it. Let's all finally vote to stop the game. Get that little girl and her mother out of here, for God's sake!
It is now the final player's turn to vote. 456, please cast your vote. Player 456 has forfeited his vote. We will proceed with the next game tomorrow.
Well, our host was exactly right.
Do you think she meant it when she said she'd give up all her money?
After all, there's many times I've wanted to bury my son alive.
Guards enter the operating room and find dead bodies. On the stairwell, the female guard gives the disguised man a key with the number 16 and tells him to follow the soldiers. She warns him about the camera in his room, then climbs into a vent. The man pretending to be a guard enters his room just in time. When the officer checks in, he sees guard is present and leaves. On the boat, Captain Park says they should head back because the tide is rising. But Jun-ho sees something he recognizes a beach and tells Captain Park to take the boat there. In the main room, Geum-ja gives food to Jun-hee. Jun-hee says sorry for being the reason Geum-ja had to eliminate her own son, but Geum-ja tells her not to say sorry. She tells her to focus on taking care of her baby.
Forget about everything else. All that matters is you and your baby.
In the control room, the officer wants to find number 16 and track down the female guard Kang No-ul. Suddenly, the female guard sneaks in through the vent and points a gun at him. She says she eliminated the people in the operating room.
Just take some organs from useless trash who are already going to die. What do you want?
It would look a lot better for you if the two of us just disappeared.
Jun-ho reaches the island. He sees the beach and remembers when frontman shot him there. He radios the boat and says he has found the place where he was shot. The island must be close. Back in the main room, Geum-ja goes to Gi-hun, who is still handcuffed to the bed. She tells him again that it is not his fault. She says life is unfair and bad people ruin everything while good people blame themselves. She shares how her son used to blame himself too. Once, she yelled at him for being weak, and after that, he tried to end his life. She took him to the hospital and prayed for help, but now, she is the one who ended up eliminating him. She begs Gi-hun to protect the people who are still alive, especially the baby and Jun-hee, but Gi-hun says he cannot. She tells him the baby needs him to survive.
Jun-hee needs you. They need you to survive. Please, I'm begging you, sir. Please help.
Meanwhile, Woo-seok and his friend arrive at a house. Woo-seok says he needs proof that Captain Park is a traitor. His friend warns him not to break in, but Woo-seok loads his gun and tells him to stand guard. He dodges the dog and breaks into the house. The next morning, the guards are told to get ready for roll call. Kang No-ul's breakfast has a secret key hidden in it. It is the key to the boat. The officer then tells another guard to go check the operating room again. He feels something is not right. In the main room, a coffin is brought in. Gi-hun sees that Geum-ja has hanged herself during the night. The guard calls the officer and says that the real guard number 16, the doctor, is dead. They figure out that Gyeong-seok is wearing guard 16's uniform now. Back in Captain Park's house, Woo-seok looks at some old photos on the wall. He sees a man in a suit, the same man who recruited people and shot his boss. Then the dog gets inside and attacks him. Woo-seok shoots and eliminates the dog. In the main room, the guards tell the players it is time for the 5th game. Nam-gyu is not feeling well because he does not have any more pills from Thanos' necklace. Jun-hee does not want to leave her baby, so she takes the baby with her. Woo-seok tries to escape but sees a hidden hole under the doghouse. It is full of money and a guard's uniform. Then he sees the police police have arrived and is shocked. As the players walk to the next game, Gi-hoon offers to carry Jun-hee's baby. She says no at first, but he tells her she might hurt the baby by accident. She agrees and follows behind him. The frontman shows the VIPs the next game through a big screen. It is a new version of red light, green light. The big doll is standing on one side of a bridge, and a male doll is on the other side holding a rope. Jun-hee feels guilty and blames herself for her friends' deaths, but Gi-hun tells her it is not her fault. Everyone chose to play. He says he has a daughter, and raising her gave him the best moments of his life.
What the hell is she supposed to do up there?
Seems like you're screwed.
Why don't we have the baby join its mother in the game? A mother will do anything to save her child.
It seems reasonable to me. Shall we give it a try?
Here they come.
Come on!
Each player must make their way across the bridge while jumping over the rope.
Come on, sit for a minute. Game will be over in 20 minutes. Leave the baby here till then.
Every single one of you is a player. There are no exceptions.
Are you kidding me?
Any player who fails to cross the bridge within the time limit will be eliminated.
Listen, we need someone to step up and go first!
Come back for you once we're across.
Why is he doing this?
I just can't understand that guy.
What's he doing?
Come on!
What are you doing? What do you think?
No one's able to cross the bridge, then it'll just be you and me! Son of a bitch!
Stop that!
What are you talking about?
This just keeps getting more and more interesting.
I can't jump anymore! Keep going! Kid, let me go through alone! And I'll give you half my share!
Player 349 eliminated.
I can't jump any longer! You die, bro!
Move.
Myung-gi tries to help Jun-hee cross the bridge, but she refuses his help. She asks him why he eliminated Hyun-ju when she was trying to protect her. He says he did not know and just wanted to protect her and the baby. He says he still wants to help her escape and have a life with her, but she shows her badly swollen ankle and asks if he will carry her. Then she tells him the baby is hers and has nothing to do with him. He walks away, leaving her alone.
I'll be there soon! Please, please, help me!
You can't come back now.
You'll make it through, Judy!
Please don't come. Just stay there. Watch over her.
Eliminated.
Meanwhile, the guards are scanned before going out to check the outer area. Guards Kong, No-eul, and number 16 are sent out. The officer watching them gives orders to the pursuit team to get ready to follow them. The remaining players return to the main room. The VIPs talk about what to do with the baby. One says they should eliminate her since Jun-hee is dead. Another says the baby crossed the bridge, so she should stay in the game. They ask the front man to decide.
How about having the baby compete as player 222? Both the voting and the game will be more interesting.
You have all made it through the 5th game in the series. A total of 16 players were eliminated, making each player's share 4.96 billion won. 9 players have survived.
That girl? Clearly she just died! Are you telling me that baby is player 222?
The baby is player 222.
And all her money worth almost $5 billion? Since she died back there, her share should be ours. You want us to share our money with that thing? Our shares dropped by $700 million. Because of that baby? No way! It should die right now! Kill it! I'm not sharing my prize with it! To me or I'll kill you too!
We have prepared a very special reward for you.
At the police station, Woo-seok and his friend are being questioned. Woo-seok begs the officer to believe him. He says he knows who Captain Park really is, and that the games are happening on an island. He shows the officer a photo of Captain Park with the recruiter, and says this man eliminated his boss. But the officer does not believe him, and says he needs more proof about the recruiter. Woo-seok says he does not know the recruiter's name. The officer changes the topic, and says he checked Woo-seok's criminal record. He tells him Captain Park only has one fine for illegal gambling, nothing serious. Meanwhile, on the boat, Jun-ho is showing a map. He points to the spot where he was shot in the past. He explains he used a tank of air to swim through an underwater cave from the island to that beach. It took about 40 minutes, so they begin to narrow down where the island might be. Jun-ho says they are running out of time. He asks Captain Park for help, but Park crosses out a part of the map and says the island is not there. Back at the station, the officer says he wants to call Captain Park to ask him questions. Woo-seok also begs to make a phone call, saying he needs to call his lawyer, but he needs his contact list to get the number. The officer calls Captain Park and tells him someone broke into his house. Captain Park asks who it was, and they say Woo-seok. Captain Park lies and says he does not know him at all. Then, the officers begin to tell Captain Park everything Woo-seok said about the games. While this is happening, Captain Park listens silently as Woo-seok's voice is heard in the background, still begging for his phone. The police finally agree to give it to him. Captain Park does not say much, but then they tell him his dog is dead. Jun-ho comes outside to speak to Captain Park, but he lies and says he does not know who called him. Inside the station, the officer tries to take control of Woo-seok's phone, but Woo-seok snatches it back and runs. At that moment, Jun-ho's phone rings. It is Captain Park calling Boat 2. He tells them they have been exposed and orders them to eliminate everyone on board. Woo-seok yells into the phone, warning Jun-ho that Captain Park is working for the men behind the games on the island. Meanwhile, Captain Park loads his gun and starts shooting the crew on the boat.
I even got a picture of him with that donkey guy! Oh shit! Turn around.
Tell me who you are.
What are you after?
He said do whatever it takes to keep you alive.
You know where the island's located.
There's no one left who can help now.
Back at the game location, the remaining players dress in suits for a final meal, just like in the earlier seasons. They sit at a fancy table and eat while the guards prepare a milk bottle for the baby. The VIPs are watching and are worried that the players might vote to leave the game. Frontman tells them not to worry. He says he will make sure the players believe they all have a chance to survive the final game. Later, the guards announce a twist. They tell the players that, for the final game, all of them will get to vote on who to eliminate. If they can agree on 3 players to eliminate, the rest will be allowed to leave. The guards say they can choose even more than 3 if they want. The voting begins, starting in reverse order.
Let's hurry up and vote. Enjoy that amazing meal. 5 out of 9 voted to stay, so that's a majority.
Therefore, we will proceed with the final game.
I propose we make a toast to giving every game our all. Enjoy, everybody.
The VIPs are pleased that Frontman was right about the players. They ask him what the final game is, but he will not tell them. The only female VIP decides to go to bed. On the boat, Jun-ho tries to keep his last teammate alive. He tells him that he needs to find his older brother on the island. His teammate says they will never find it in time. Jun-ho looks at the area Captain Park crossed out on the map for a clue. On the island, Kang No-wool and guard number 16 aboard a boat and sail away. Boat 2 checks in with Frontman and says the boat is cleared, but Captain Park has been eliminated. Meanwhile, the officer contacts Kang No-wool and tells her the boat will not take them far. He demands she hand over guard number 16. He threatens her by saying he knows Kyung-seok is going to the hospital to see his child. She is scared and turns the boat around. In the main room, Im Jong-dae says they should vote to eliminate Gi-hun, the baby, and Min-soo. The rest would get more money. One player says it is risky since they do not know what the final game is, but they all agree. Myung-gi joins them. Meanwhile, Kang No-ul jumps off the boat and tells guard number 16 to go to land and call the police because his daughter is in danger. As they split, the officer orders the guards to shoot them both. Later, a guard wakes Gi-hun up and says Frontman wants to see him. On the island, Kang No-ul climbs the cliff toward a vent. Gi-hun is brought to Frontman, who tells him the players are planning to eliminate him and the baby. He hands Gi-hun a knife and says he should eliminate the others first.
Take this knife back to your quarters. Kill anyone who wants to kill you. No one will notice.
Why are you saying all this to me now?
I'm sorry about Jongbae. It's just you and me. My death won't change a thing. But if you kill them while they're sleeping, the baby and you will win the prize. They'll be sure to go after you and the kid tomorrow, so just kill them tonight. Player 456, do you still have faith in people?
Kang No-ul reaches the vent on the cliff, shoots it to stop the fan, and climbs inside. Gi-hun returns to the main room and holds a knife to Im Jong-dae's neck. Then there is a flashback. Frontman is shown in front of a man wearing an owl mask. The masked man gave him a knife and told him to eliminate the other players, just like Frontman has done now for Gi-hun. In the past, Frontman did it and eliminated everyone, but now Gi-hun cannot do it. Young-suk tries to escape on the boat as thick fog surrounds him, making it hard to see. Jun-ho is also out on the water, driving another boat. On the radio, someone speaks to him. It is his brother, Frontman. He warns Jun-ho that if he keeps looking for the games, he will die. In the main room, the players are waking up. They are told the final game will begin soon. Kang No-ul makes it above a bathroom and hears the shower running. She drops into the apartment, but as soon as the shower stops, she quickly hides to avoid being seen. The last 8 players go up the stairs to the final game.
I told you to bring the guy back here with you. I thought I knew you better than anyone else could.
Delete his record. Everything you have on player 246.
That's it.
I have to get rid of the records you have in your brain.
The archive's in the front man's office, and the only ones with access are him and myself. That's it.
The players arrive at the final game area, where they see 3 giant pillars shaped like a triangle, a circle, and a square. Meanwhile, Kang No-ul forces the officer to take her to the front man's office. Inside the elevator, the officer suddenly turns on her and tries to grab her gun. They start fighting and continue struggling even as the elevator doors open. They wrestle their way into the office.
I know you and 246 worked together at that amusement park. What, you got a crush on him or something? Did you really do all this just to protect some kid? I get it to an extent. We were the same. I lost the only person I cared about over there.
Officer, do you copy? This is the control room. We're all set to start the game. Everyone is standing by.
You ditched your kid to save yourself. I thought you were different. Trying to run again? You know the elevator won't work.
At the final game, the players are given the rules. There will be 3 rounds, each played on a giant pillar, first the square, then the triangle, and finally the circle. In each round, the group must push 1 or more players off the pillar while they are still alive. If they fail to do so within the time limit, all remaining players will be eliminated. As the game begins, the players slowly move toward Gi-hun and the baby. The announcer tells them to press the button on the floor to begin the game. The 15-minute countdown starts. Im Jong-dae suggests they lose 1 person each round to meet the minimum requirement of 3 eliminations. They propose to vote who should be pushed in each round. As they look between Gi-hun with the baby and Park Min-soo, someone suggests eliminating the baby first, arguing she has no chance of surviving. Myung-gi disagrees and instead suggests pushing Gi-hun off, claiming that he will never let the baby go and might drag someone down with him if he tries to protect her. One player adds that pushing both Gi-hun and the baby might cost them extra eliminations. The attention turns to Park Min-soo, who begins to panic, pleading with them and eventually screaming. The clock ticks down to just 4 minutes left, but none of the players can decide who will do the actual pushing. Everyone hesitates, paralyzed by fear, guilt, or uncertainty. Myung-gi pulls a pole from the center of the square pillar and uses it to keep his distance while pushing Min-soo off the edge.
Our time's running out. If we don't push him right away, then we're all dead.
What was it? What did I do? Every single time, why does it always end? Semi.
Player 125 eliminated.
Very nice work.
The pursuit team is closing in on Gyeong-seok's boat, and Kang No-eul finds Commander Oh's body and his owl mask in Frontman's office. She blasts through locked doors and reaches the archives, where all the hard copies of records are kept. As the game moves to the triangle pillar, a bridge forms. The VIPs discuss how the players might eliminate Gi-hun and the baby. Before starting the next round, Myung-gi insists they separate Gi-hun and the baby. Everyone, including player Myung-gi, votes to eliminate the baby. One of the player extends the pole and asks Gi-hun to place the baby on it, saying it is the only way they will not push both off. Just then, timer starts. As tension builds, Gi-hun challenges the opponent to do it, revealing that the group is already plotting against him next. The opponent hesitates, and a struggle for the pole breaks out.
Give me that thing. I'll do it if you can't. One of us is gonna die next round.
We said we would all stick together until the very end.
Yeah, and there's still time on the clock. If we actually try to push him off for real, he'll fold and give up the kid, I'm telling you!
Meanwhile, Kang No-eul finds Gyeong-seok's file in the archive. On the water, the pursuit team fires at Gyeong-seok's boat, hitting the motor and stopping him. At the game arena, the players use group rock, paper, scissors to decide who will approach Gi-hun and the baby. Im Jong-dae and the second player lose, and in a one-on-one, the second player loses again and is chosen. Meanwhile, guards surround Gyeong-seok's boat. But before they can shoot, Junho and his teammate arrive and take out the guards, saving him. Back in the game, the players tie their jackets around the second player to lower him safely. Myung-gi instructs him to pull Gi-hun and the baby in if he cannot grab the baby, and he will push Gi-hun when the time comes. The second player tries to deceive Gi-hun into drawing lots, but Gi-hun refuses. As they stall, the second player suddenly lunges and grabs Gi-hun.
They forced me to do it. They said they'd kill me first so I didn't push you. Out of the way!
I'm with you.
Their pact did not last long.
Promises and pacts never do.
We just need to decide who to eliminate next. The whole plan was your idea.
I was trying to save the child, okay? I'm the father.
The VIPs celebrate the dramatic reveal, praising Frontman's decision to bring Gi-hun back. Myung-gi turns to Gi-hun and says they should join forces since they both now have weapons. The final round begins with only 3 players left: Gi-hun, player Myung-gi, and the baby. After the brutal fight where one of the player was beaten and left with a broken leg, the group lost control. Gi-hun tried to stop the violence, urging them to draw lots instead, but chaos erupted. Another player tried to stab him, and Gi-hun had no choice but to fight back, stabbing him in self-defense.
I just found us the solution to the game. Hit the button, then we go, and we toss him off the edge. Game over.
Lunchbox. What a genius idea.
Okay, good. Hold him tight. Hold him.
Get back.
This man's a menace. He's gonna turn on you. It's amazing watching you! There's only 5 of us left, right? 11.4 billion. I'll give you the rest of it, okay?
We'll get 15.2.
The second round of the game has ended.
I really don't want to be your lunchbox.
We weren't thinking like that.
I'm done with this.
No, dude!
Junho boards Gyeong-seok's boat after saving him from the guards, marking the beginning of the final episode. At first, Junho thinks he is one of them, but the scanner proves he is a player. Gyeong-seok shows him the island hidden in the fog. At the final game, only Gi-hun, player Myung-gi, and the baby remain. Myung-gi tells Gi-hun to hand over the baby and stay behind, but Gi-hun refuses, saying that would leave Myung-gi to choose between eliminating himself or his own child. Myung-gi admits he knows this. Gi-hun has only 5 minutes to cross the bridge. Meanwhile, Kang No-eul breaks into Frontman's office and sets fire to the archive files, holding her wound. Just as she leaves, she notices another set of files labeled lists. On the game platform, Myung-gi edges forward and tells Gi-hun that if he and the baby do not make it across, they will all die together. On the radar, a boat is spotted heading toward the island, and an officer informs Frontman. On board, Junho tells his teammate that the Coast Guard is on the way and suits up in diving gear to head to the island alone, leaving his teammate to care for injured Gyeong-seok. In the game room, Gi-hun offers to let Myung-gi eliminate him so the baby can live, but Myung-gi does not believe him and accuses him of being involved with Jun-hee.
The second you're over the bridge, you push me off and take the prize money yourself. I almost fell for your stupid little act just now.
Save yourself. And save your child.
Did something happen between the two of you? From the start, you two were hiding something!
Come on, there's no time left!
Kang No-ul discovers files labeled with guard names and finds her own, which details her defection from North Korea, her time as a performer, and the deaths of her husband and daughter. Back on the bridge, Gi-hun lays the baby down and steps back. With only 40 seconds left, Myung-gi uses the pole to bring the baby over to his side. As he is distracted, Gi-hun retrieves a knife from the body behind him.
You said you'd sacrifice yourself. If you get near me, then I'll just drop the kid, I swear!
No one's ever won it twice before, right?
The final round has begun.
What are you waiting for, 456? Just end it already.
Player 456 eliminated. The game has ended.
The Coast Guard ship is approaching the island.
Start the evacuation.
Junho discovers a bomb wired to the countdown and climbs toward Frontman's office. Kang No-ul disguises herself using the officer's mask to escape. Frontman goes to retrieve the baby, but Junho sees this on a screen and shoots at him, shattering it and exposing a hidden door behind. Junho enters the VIP room, looking over the final game. Frontman is on the circle pillar, cradling the baby, and Junho shoots through the glass. He shouts to his brother and begs him to answer why he did it. In-ho turns away and descends down the lift. Meanwhile, cars and helicopters are leaving the island. Kang No-ul is in one of the cars, still grasping her injured side. There are 30 seconds left on the timer and the whole place is empty. The timer ends and the island is set ablaze. Junho has escaped in time, a shadowy figure walking through a dark hallway. He shoots open a locked door. It is Gi-hun's pink motel room, now filled with piles of cash. 6 months later, at the amusement park where Kang No-ul and Gyeong-seok once worked, Gyeong-seok is back drawing portraits. He sketches Kang No-ul, not realizing who she is. He says she looks familiar. She responds that she used to work there.
Dad, the bunny and I got a photo together.
Hello, Nayeon.
How do you know Nayeon?
When I was working here.
Thank you very much.
Hey, wait. Your portrait's not done just yet.
I'll come back later.
Kang No-ul gets into her car and receives a call from a man claiming to be Park Man-cheol, the group helping her search for her daughter. He says there is a possible sighting of her daughter in China, though it is unconfirmed. Meanwhile, at a prison, Woo-seok is released. Junho and their mutual friend meet him outside. As they drive, Junho asks what he plans to do now that the recruiter is gone. Woo-seok admits he is unsure, and then he asks Junho the same question, but Junho says he is no longer a detective. Woo-seok jokes that they cannot be loan sharks without money. He wonders if Gi-hun took all the prize money himself, unaware that Gi-hun is dead. Junho simply says the room was empty when he found it. Junho returns home to his apartment and is stunned to find the baby waiting for him, dressed in Junhee's jacket. On top of her is a black envelope tied with a red ribbon. Inside, it reads Junhee winner, with a bank card in Junho's name. Curious, he takes the card to a cash point and enters 0 Kim Junhee as the PIN. It works. The screen shows a balance of 45.6 billion won. Elsewhere, at an airport arrivals lounge, Park Man-cheol, who helps reunite separated families, greets a woman arriving from abroad. She is Se-byuk's mother, and waiting beside him is Cheol, Se-byuk's younger brother. Their grandmother encourages him to say hello. The woman apologizes for being away so long, and they embrace in an emotional reunion. On the escalator nearby, Kang No-ul is seen heading to her gate. Park Man-cheol spots her and calls. She confirms she is flying to China. He apologizes for not seeing her off and assures her someone will meet her when she lands. He wishes her luck in finding her daughter. Back in Korea, Woo-seok and his friend arrive at Gi-hun's pink motel, planning to fix it up. Woo-seok declares they now own it. He is the boss, and his friend is the manager. He shows him the room where the prize money had once been stored. They still wonder who took it. Then, in Los Angeles, a suited man arrives at a suburban home and rings the doorbell. A young girl answers that it is Seong Ga-young, Gi-hun's daughter.
I'm an acquaintance of your father's.
Did he send you here so we could see how I've been doing?
These were your father's belongings. Mr. Song Gi-yun has passed away. He left these things for you, Ga-young.
Oh! All right. Let's go again.
I hope you guys enjoyed the recap, and be sure to check out other awesome recaps on the channel. And as always, thank you very much for watching.